Hello, this is the first in a series of videos about creating and grading homework assignments with SageMathCloud. Here's the opening page of SageMathCloud, and I'll just start by logging in. And go to one of my projects. This is a course that I just finished teaching. Now what I mean by homework assignments, this is what I mean. So I give my students, I give my students a file like this where they have a description of the functions they're supposed to implement. For example, the first one is about Project Euler problem 5, and you're given a positive integer, and we're supposed to find the smallest positive number evenly divisible by all numbers from 1 to n. So this is going to be the lowest common multiple of 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to n. And to begin with, I just return 0 as a default value here. Now once the student has written some code here, they can go to another file that's called a playground that loads their solution, and they can test out what they wrote. So we can test the function lowest common multiple. If we input 3, it should return 6. That's the lowest common multiple of 1, 2, 3, but it's just giving us the default value. They can also run some test cases that I give to them. I give them some revealed test cases. And it's gonna give me an error to start with here, which is intentional because the student forgot to tell me their username. Let's go back here, put in my username, and if I was working with some other group member, I would put the username there, so you can let the students work in groups if you prefer. Let's save this again, load it into the playground. I need to run the top cell again. And now I can run this, and of course everything failed because I haven't really implemented the function yet. And it tells me which test cases failed is the first 5, and it won't print out any other failed tests beyond that. It just tells you the first 5 that fails. And then it tells you how many failed, and if there were timeouts, it will also get reported here. And here's kind of a summary. So let's go back and see if we can implement this correctly. I guess we can just use a built-in function, LCM for least common multiple of the range from 1 up to and including n. Save. Load this back into the playground. This should now be returning 6, and everything should be now passing. Test complete, 56 of 56, 0 failures, nothing timed out. This is the total time, this is the average time for each test case, and here's a summary. If I were to implement all the functions I'm supposed to implement, then I can instead run all the test cases. I'm getting everything passed in the first, then in the next one I'm failing all of them, so same with next one. I guess I'm passing a few test cases in modular square root. I guess that's because the default value is sometimes the correct answer. I'm failing everything in the last one, and here's the summary. 5 functions tested, 58 of 88 tests passed, 30 failures. Okay, so this is the goal, to create something like this. Let's go to a blank project. The only thing in here is going to be a course file, which holds my TAs, which are going to be our test subjects. And what we need to do here, by the way, if you don't know how to create one of these things, I recommend reading this blog post, grading in SageMathCloud. You can find the link in the description of the video. Now we need 2 repos from GitHub, both written by Murray Tannock. First one is Sage Test, and the next one is SMC Homework Generation, SMC for SageMathCloud. Getting GitHub repos into SageMathCloud is really easy. Copy the link from here and just go into this little terminal window. Make sure you're in the root of your project and just do git clone, paste, hit enter, and now you're getting the entire repo. You need to have your students do this as well in the root of their project. They need the Sage Test repo to run tests like we were just doing. And once you have this my course thing, or whatever you decide to call it, you need to point this script in the correct way. So my course is what I called my course in here. So I need to know where it needs to go. Okay, so that was the first repo. We also need the other one. Let's copy the link from there and git clone into that as well. And now we have that. In the next video, I'm going to show you how we create one of these homework assignments and how you assign them to your students. But this is all for now.